Hey, what's up? Welcome to live.besttechie.net, the place where we talk tech, answer your tech questions, and everything related to technology. And today, I'm going to be talking about how much do you charge when you go to fix someone's computer? Let's assume that you are, just you're an average guy. Maybe you're my age. Maybe you just fix computers for people, every so often people get a friend recommends you to someone and you go fix their computer, right? You're the town computer guru, let's say. Well, how much do you charge in comparison to someone else? How do you figure out how much your time is worth to you and to someone else? How much should they pay you to fix their machine, fix their issue with their network, their hardware, their software, whatever case may be? How do you decide how much you should charge? That's a very good question. It took me a while to figure this out. And really, the answer is kind of complex, but if you just hear me out here. If you look at let's say Geek Squad, they have a variety of different services that you can choose from. Now, I don't like Geek Squad. I'm just using them as an example, as how I don't think that they're that good. But they overprice. They overcharge for what they provide. Now, the only way you're going to be able to compete with Geek Squad, if you go look at their prices, they're kind of ridiculous. They charge like $150 or something for like a repair, or I think they charge like $240 for like an operating system install. Ridiculous, and that's just for like an hour in operating system. But they take care of what they say. They take care of the drivers, the software, yada yada, whatever. Nonetheless, how do you figure out how much you should charge someone to do something? Well, it comes down to how much your time's worth, and this is on an hourly basis, an hourly rate. How much your time's worth, your professional capabilities, and also what are your competitors charging? Those are like the three main things I look at. You don't want to charge too much. You don't want to charge too little, because if you charge too little, it looks bad. I know it may seem that's weird reasoning, but to be honest, if you charge too little for your services, it makes you look bad. It doesn't actually make people want to use you. It makes you look like you're not as good, so that you don't charge as much. That's what it looks like in reality. When you're going to fix someone's computer, or whatever it may be, you want to be competitive, but you don't want to charge too little. And it's very vital that you don't charge too little, because it really makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. You gotta be competitive. So, how do you figure it out? Well, how much is your time worth? How long does it take you to do a certain task? What could you be doing if you weren't doing that would make you, whether you'd be making money or not? You got to figure all these things out. It's called, opportunity cost, whatnot, and you got to put it together and you come up with a price. Now, you're going to ask, well, how much do I charge? Well, in my area, and this is actually for most computer repairs, I found that they can charge anywhere from $50 to maybe $75. Geek Squad is not what I'm talking about. Geek Squad charges ridiculous amounts, and they're not even that good. Anyway, if you're going to be competitive in the local market, I would say anywhere from $50 to $75 is a reasonable price. Per hour, that is. Not per fix. Per hour. You charge per hour. I generally charge $50 an hour for my services, although I am thinking of considering upping that to $60 an hour. Now, it really depends. You have to figure out your market. If you're in an area that is a suburban area, that people rely on their computers to do their work, they're going to pay you to fix it. That's the bottom line. If they need their computers to be operational, they rely on them, which most people in society today do, they're going to pay you what you charge. That's not to say that you should charge through the roof, because then they'll find someone else to do it. Don't be afraid to charge $50, $60, $75 to an hour to fix computer, whether hardware, software, networking, whatever. Don't be afraid to charge that. It's your time is worth money. You shouldn't not charge something because you're afraid. Friends, different example. If you're a friend, maybe you give them a discount. You don't want to be, that's what friends do. But if you're going to some stranger's house and maybe your friend recommended you to them. You charge $50 an hour. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Whether they're your friends or not, it doesn't matter. So don't don't worry about that. They'll pay you to fix the machine. But it all comes down to your time, your opportunity cost, and really, what are the other people charging? You got to figure it out. If you need any help figuring this out, by the way, if you have any questions that that I may not have covered, what you should charge. Maybe there's a specific scenario that you're in. You don't know how much to charge. Send me an email, besttechy@besttechy.net. See if I can help you out. But anywhere from 50 to 75, I think is a reasonable amount to charge, and especially nowadays. And if you start doing really well, start at 50 maybe, start doing really well, you get a lot of clients, people keep recommending you. No reason you shouldn't. Maybe you can up it. Don't be afraid to up the cost. If you're starting to do really well, the more recommendations you have, the more good responses you get and recommendations, the more people talk about you and say good things, the more you can charge, because basically you're becoming respected, well known, and trusted. Therefore, your services are worth more. So maybe start at 50, then go up. Hope that helps. I really do, because I know a lot of you people. A lot of the people who watch my videos are into computers, and probably, well, I would think they're into computers, or probably, and this goes not just for computers, but any other kind of repair. Figure out how much it costs. Your time costs. Figure out how much you're going to be spending. To how much time you're going to be spending to work on this person's computer or whatever. So, I really hope this helps. If you have any questions, drop by live.besttechy.net or shoot me an email at besttechy.net, besttechy@besttechy.net. We're talking tech all the time. We even do general chat sometimes. So if you stop by the chat room, even if I'm not live, the chat room's always going on. Right now we have 107 people in there. How cool is that? So stop by, say hi. I'm usually in there. Even if I'm not streaming, I'm usually in there. So drop by, say hi. Thanks for watching. This has been live.besttechy.net. And until next time, we'll see ya.